Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Karyuka Muhammad Zaman. Today, I'm gonna present to you about the assignment that we assigned for our legal, ethical and social issue implementation subject or AJR 255. My matric number is 2021625002. My group is M380110 F. Alright, the topic that I choose for the assignment is Children and Young Person Employment Act 1966, Act 350. Okay, for the introduction for this act, what is the definition of child and a young person? So, we can define a children as a person that the age is under 14 years old of age, and a young person as under 16 years old. Alright, so for children, they may be employed to do light work done within the family company, specified public entertainment apprenticeship and work sponsored by the government. As for the employer that still want to take children employee, the minister that responsible for labor may declare an employment is suitable for the children or young person if he is satisfied that such employment possess no threat to the life, to the limbs, to health and morals of the employee. In this case, not the employee is child and the young person. The children and young person shall be competent to enter a contract of service provided that no damages and indemnity under the Employment Act 1955 shall be recoverable from a child or young person from breach of service. Alright, now we gonna go into the first issue for this act. The first issue that I choose is child labor. Child labor is a complex and concerning issue that refers to the employment of children in work that is harmful for their physical or mental development. It is widely recognized as a violation of children's rights that is a global problem affecting millions of children worldwide. Child labor is generally characterized by work that is mentally, physically, socially, and morally harmful for the children. It includes work that deprive children of their childhood, interfere with their ability to attend regular school, and will affect the children's future. There are some factors that cause the child labor. For example, the factors are poverty, lack of access to education, social and cultural norms, insignificant legal protection, inadequate enforcement of laws, and demand for cheap labor in certain industry. Also, child labor can take a various form, such as agricultural industry, mining industry, manufacture and construction industry, domestic labor, street vending, begging, and also the child can get involved in illicit activities because they will be forced by the employer. Okay, now we gonna move to the recommended solution for the child labor. The first solution that I recommend is carry out workplace risk assessment. This assessment is simply a careful examination of what in the workplace could cause harm to the people or to the employee, especially the children. Its purpose is to make sure that no one gets hurt or fall ill. Businesses that have a key role to have an elimination of child labour, such as controlling safety and health risks in the workplace. Risk assessment play important part in protecting workers and businesses, as well as complying with their respective countries. Okay, so for the second solution is to remove children from hazardous workplace. In general, hazardous work can have an immediate and long-term impact of the safety and health for the workers, including or especially the children. This may include injury, for example, wound from blade that we use. Ill health, for example, respiratory disease by breathing toxic chemical or dust. Disability, for example, your limb got crushed by using the machine. And even death, for example, you got poisoned by the pesticide. Children and adolescents are especially vulnerable to hazard because they are still developing physically and mentally. They are least aware of risks than adults and therefore can seriously harm their health. Some of the physical or psychological impact of hazardous work may only begin to appear at the later stage in their life, or people say the long-term effect, such as muscular problem from carrying heavy load as a child, cancer and reproductive problem resulting from exposure of pesticide or industry chemical or heavy metals that they are carrying. So for the last solution is the most relevant thing to do is to stop hiring underage workers or children below minimum age, which is below the 14 or 16 years old. It is unacceptable for the businesses to employ children in condition of child labour. Companies of all sizes need to ensure that they do not use child labour anywhere in their operation. Youth employment, children who are above minimum age from the work but under age of 18 must be decent working condition. This will ensure you to not adding to the problem. And now we're gonna dive into the second problem in this act, which is skill mismatch within the youth employee. Skill mismatch is a discrepancy between the skill that are solved by the employers and the skill that are possessed by individuals. Simply put, it is a mismatch between skills and job. This means that education and training are not providing the skills demand in the labour market, or that the economy does not create jobs that correspond to the skill of individual. When young people's talent do not match the ones that are required by the job market, it is said that there are skill mismatch in the youth population. Finding acceptable work prospects may be difficult as a result of this gap, which could hinder overall economic growth and development. So now I'm gonna show you the solution for the issue mismatch within the youth, skill mismatch within the youth. It requires a collective effort of many stakeholders, including educational institutions such as university and school, policymakers, employers, and youth organizations to address the problem of skill mismatch among young people. There are some potential ways to resolve skill mismatch include: the first one is promoting collaboration between employers and educational institutes such as university and school to make sure that the curriculum that they study in the university match the market demands on that year, to prevent the skill mismatch from happening. The second is expanding programs for technical and vocational education in order to give young people real world knowledge and experience. As we know, the best experience is the experience that we feel in the real world, not just study it in the book. So for the third solution is improving access to labor market information and encouraging young people to explore diverse career options. We cannot make them to choose what what work that they want to do. We must encourage them. Just encourage them, but we cannot pick the work for them. Just let them pick their own work. So for the last one is encouraging internship, apprenticeship and mentorship program that provide hands-on experience and bridge the gap between education and work. As you know, the hands-on experience is the best experience because the youth will know the how to navigate within the industry or within the workplace environment. I think that's all from me. Thank you.